on, everybody? Got to think about it. Happy Sunday, new comic book day here. Hope everybody's enjoying their weekend or what was the weekend. I know some people are just starting their weekend because they're off Monday, Tuesday. So, hey, happy weekend. Guys, there was no show yet last week. There was no movie release. There was no nothing. I just realized that What If is going to continue on Wednesdays. So that's kind of interesting, lame. I don't know how I feel about it because I wasn't really a fan of the Loki thing being on Wednesdays. But yeah, hey, it is what it is. Only two people showing up today, or two amigos of the crew. It's going to be me, myself, and Mr. BC himself. It's just going to be two of us. Yeah, no face, no hype, no keys. Obviously, keys, you know, he's got to work early. Hype, he's on vacation. Face, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's doing his $1 million unboxing over on his channel or something like that. So, yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. Jokes aside, let's bring in the man, Mr. BC, place to be.
Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás?
Ooh, that's pretty good, man. I like it.
He's working on it, man. How you guys been?
Good, man. How's your weekend been?
Oh, busy, man. Home rentals, getting baby number 2's room ready. You know what I'm saying? Dipping into my comics, that's for sure. I've been having to read so much stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That's got to be tough, right?
Yep.
I live in the life of luxury in the sense that I don't have any children, so
Yep.
I can just spend whatever I want. But yeah, at the same time, man, I know that day is coming, and I'm gonna have to buckle down. So yeah, I'm a little scared, man. I'm a little scared. Hey.
It's a ride. It's a good ride, though.
Yeah. So yeah, new comic book day, man. I gotta ask. With no shows, you know, we're just talking new comic book day. Do you find that it is a heavy week this week? Because I don't think, again, I said it last week and I'll say it this week. I think they're 2 light weeks. I think we're due for a really heavy week or important week coming up, maybe in August. But yeah, I think it's just a light week this week.
I think for me it's the opposite, man. It's going to be heavy on my wallet. And I see it. I got my pull list sent to me and I was like, oh, shit. There goes like 3 bills easy.
But sometimes when you post your shit though, like you're almost
I know.
You're almost like face junior, man.
No. Yo, face takes it. Face takes it. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good ones, man. Even like Department of Truth is hitting like 6 prints. They've got the 1 in 25, a 1 in 50.
You know what I find very funny about that is in the like description it says like final 1. Yeah. Right? So it's kind of like, you know, at least they're saying, hey, you know, don't worry, we're done. We're tapping at 6. There's no more. You don't need to you know, pick any more up. I like the fact that they say that, right? So no 7, there is no 8th, but will that continue for the rest of the run, right? Like for the 2nd print, 3rd print, 4th print, is that what's going to happen? You know, so that's going to be for issues 2, 3, 4, 5, not the prints.
I kind of feel like they took a look into my wallet and they're like, okay, we'll stop here. Like now we feel bad. So
dude, that's most people, man. Holy fuck. Even Berserker, right? Like Berserker's got a few, you know, it's a little hectic. But hey, this is the hobby that we chose. If we wanted to save money, we would be into, I don't know, name me a cheap hobby.
Sleeping.
And there you go. But yeah, so let's get the show going. Let's say hello to the chat. I miss Hyper because he used to do the chat calls, and I'd be able to catch my breath. I'm always excited when I come on and I'm talking comics. I'm talking with everybody, and everybody's showing up. So first up, gold medals going out to Chef. Chef, what is going on, sir? Chef, man, we were talking about New York Comic Con. You know, he had asked me if I was going, if I had intentions of going this year. Unfortunately, I will not be going. But we were talking about, like, you know, next year. So next year, I'm going to try to go to New York Comic Con 100%. I'm going to try to go. I'm going to try to talk to some of my New York people. But definitely want to try to go to New York Comic Con. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Plus, I heard, and I'm not hating on any other con or anything like that, but I did hear that New York Comic Con it is legit, man. It's really good. You know, a lot of people always have San Diego, but you know, a lot of people talk about New York in a very high regard. So I'm gonna try it out. These Canuck knuckleheads better get this right. All right. Well, we're gonna try, man. We're gonna try. I hope Newbie does a good dynamite pick of the week. Hey, you know what? I hope it's a good one, man. Because you know, when I was doing this, I was like, oh man, is Tim gonna like this one?
Right. Yo, Tim's in your head right now,
dude. All the time. All the time. I said to Face, I go, dude, do you want to start doing the dynamite pick of the week? Like, you know, because I don't know. Miguel, what's going on, man? How you doing? Bleeker, Jay, long day for Mr. Bleeker. You know, it's Sunday, so he's got his, you know, he was up early doing his flea market thing. So big shout outs to him. Always, if you're in Southern Ontario, I always try to tell you, or in Niagara, you know, Southern Ontario, GTA, make the trip down. Go check out the flea market. Jay's got a lot of great stuff. So make sure you got to go tune in.
Oh,
dude, what's up?
Bleeker's got a big day tomorrow as well, man.
Yeah, he is on FaceTime's channel, previously on 7 p.m. and they're going to be talking. You're going to be on it. Keys is on it.
Yeah,
Newbie works, so I will not be on it. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Cruz, Dom, what's happening, man? Me and Dom are meeting up. We got some spots we're going to be hitting up pretty soon. I got to send him my schedule for August, and then we're going to make something happen before both of us you know, are too busy to be able to go out. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Jess Cruz, what's happening, man? Empire. Oh, man, there's a few of you. Bricks, you know, there's a lot of Canadians in here. Dan, what is going on? Hey, for the first time, I'm paying attention to New Comic Book Day. Read my first new comic in over 25 years.
Yo, he picked a good one.
Yeah, you picked a really good one. You really did. You can't go wrong with that one. And I know Hyper was super pumped that you picked Turtles. So definitely. Dan, I forgot to ask because I was like super busy, but like which print did you get? Did you get just like the
You got the first. I saw it.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's not bad, man. That's not bad.
It's a score.
That is definitely a score. All right, let's see who else is in here. Chad, of course, you know, the jokester. Got my Department of Truth number 9. Ben Oliver in the mail yesterday. It's gorgeous. Damn. Yeah. That's going to go up. I can't remember if there's like a significance to that one. I'm trying to think of the cover to that one, actually. So, Ozzy, what's happening? Marvel.
Oh, no.
You know what they say. If you can't afford comics, visit your local library.
That's the cheapest hobby right there, man.
Woo, dude. You know what? That's a T-shirt though. I've been saying it since he first said that. I think that is a T-shirt. One day. So you might see me at a con wearing a shirt that says that. You know, come take a picture. You know.
Wow.
So yeah, it's exciting time. So yeah, like I said, there's no shows, no movies. Right. Spec is I'm starting to do the videos for the Spec individually on Thursdays and stuff like that. So we you know, this show might not be as long, but hey, we're gonna make fun, or we're gonna have fun. We're probably gonna make fun of me. I'm probably gonna introduce a new character. Oh, yeah. We're definitely gonna talk about New Comic Book Day, because all of that. I think it's fitting that there's something brewing in DC, and you guys know how I feel about DC. But there is a book that me and BC both believe might be something to be on the lookout for. Maybe something that you forgot to pull. Maybe pull it. Maybe call tomorrow and see what's up. But it's going to be interesting. So with that said, let's get the show going. We are going to say hello to a few friends before we do that. So we've got Big B Comics. You guys know I rep the one in Niagara, but they got one in Hamilton, one in Barrie. I'm going to make sure I go to Hamilton, and here's why. Again, a little secret. They just opened downstairs where they have a massive room, and all the comics are $1. So if you're in the area, there you go. I haven't been in there, so you know, first dibs, I guess. Next up, well, we just talked about him. Jay had a busy day. Mr. Bleecker Street Comic himself, $10 a press, $5 a clean. Make sure you guys go check out bleekerstreetcomics.com. Use Newbie Comics #1. Get 10% off if you order anything on the website. And guys, He's got over like 3,000 books. Make sure you guys go check it out. Really well priced. He takes care of them. It's same with pressing. He takes care of your books very well. I know I got a 9.8 and a 5.5 just solely because he did all the work on it. So kudos to Bleecker. Make sure you guys go tune in. And finally, Shape Stay Creative. Need a logo, video, graphic, sticker, whatever the case may be. Ask for Derek. Tell him Newbie sent you. Perfect. Tell us about
Yeah.
Moodok.
Moodok's gonna haunt you, man.
It's funny because like now I just said, like there is no shows and like I guess that's a show.
Oh yeah, it's a what if, man. 100%.
But dude, like, I can't get into it, man. Like I tried watching it and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like it was tough. It was tough. And I can't remember if it was you that agreed with me or if it was somebody else.
I think it's everyone, man. It's no one's talking about it. Yeah.
I thought like Face would be into it. I don't know why.
But yo, total robot chicken vibes, man. So
yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just it's weird because like he's all like, how I pictured him, and then he's like dating this like chick who's normal, and like it's just, I don't know, man. It's not my cup. I gave it a try. Look, I'll probably go see Captain Marvel before I watch that. That says a lot about me. So
pure hate.
All right. Chad says, I'd rather hear more about Newbie's adventures with oh God. Jesus. All right. Let's get the show going. New comic book day. God damn it. It says July 14th, but it's not going to be for July 14th.
We're gonna be August, and it's still gonna say July 14th, guys. It's up a week.
Probably. All right, man. Let's get her going. First up, Image Comics, but we just talked about it, right?
Yep.
Department of Truth, one of the hottest books. A year and a half now. It's up there with obviously Something Is Killing the Children.
Mm-hmm.
But the important thing to note here, just like we said, it's the final printing. So it is Department of Truth, #1, 6th print, but that's it. No more prints. So if you've been collecting all of them, you now know, hey, I can tap out. I can free that money because it's all over. It's the 6th print. It's final. But like I said to BC here, I think this is how it's going to be for issues 2 to maybe 10, somewhere around there, where they get like 6 printings, I guess. But at least we know.
Yeah, I hope not. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I went all in on the #1s all the way up to the 6th print. I've got myself the 1 in 25 reserved. I might do the 1 in 50. Depends if I come across one at a good price for sure. But
damn, man.
No, I got faith in this one, man.
Even at 6 printing?
Yeah, I do. Come on. Well, we know it's already like optioned, right? So
that's true. That is true. Yeah. I mean, I think I only have like, oh man, I'd have to check, but I think I only have like 3rd printing, 4th printing. I think those are the only 2 I have. Because I just wasn't I wasn't following it as closely, and I know what Face is gonna say. What do you mean? We do the show, blah blah blah. But when I go to the I wasn't really on it, and then when I go to the shops, let's be real, most of the covers all kind of look like they kind of have the same like vibe, right? So it's kind of hard to like kind of tell like, oh, this is this one or this one's this one, especially when on a weekly basis we see like, okay. For example, right? Like, Department of Truth #8 is coming out, but then we have like the 6th print of #7, and then we have like the 3rd print of like this and that, like there's just a little bit too much, and then I kind of get like, all right, I don't know. So that's what happened with me and why I only have 3rd and 4th print. But
yeah, for sure. But like I said, it's got great spec value for sure. But if anyone's even like taking a chance and reading this book, it's a great book. The art's weird at first, but it grows on you. It fits. It's a great book.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out. Yeah, that's I remember Keys was saying that. And yeah, it was just weird art, but hey, it sold, it hit, and now we're all paying, and now we're all buying 6 prints. So
yeah, there you go.
All right, Next up, we got the so these are the variants for it, right? I will say the one on the left, I'm not really a fan of. Well, actually, no, hold on. I'm not a fan of either of these two, to be honest with
you. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing any of them. If there's enough copies of the cover A, I'll probably grab that. But these two, yeah, no.
So I got one of each cover of all three covers because I like I said, I just enjoy this book. I'm backing it, supporting it. I stopped at 2 issues ago, issue 9, but I know that now we're like in the wild fictions territory and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to read this. So yeah, it's a good book.
Chad, I believe they went to 9th print. Yeah.
No, I think it's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay.
The free comic book day is the 8th, if I'm not mistaken. But not free comic book day. That free book they were giving out with Berserker.
Yeah, but you had to buy Berserker or whatever. Yeah. So Tim's saying that this one went to 13 printings and they all look the same back in the day. God damn. Yeah, issue 10 in with a cliffhanger. I have to see what happens. And yeah, okay, Something's Killing the Children, 8 printings. Yeah. All right. Sweet Paprika number 1. So your cover A, you got your art germ, and you got your peach Momoko. Obviously, you can spot that peach from a mile away. But, I put this up because it is a number 1. It is Image. You never know. Who knows? It's always interesting when you put up a first, book number 1. Some people go heavy because they always say, hey, man, you never know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of skipping on this one. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really vibing on it. I think I'm just going to, if it goes crazy, hey, it goes crazy. But I just don't really, I don't know.
I'm not picking up one of each cover on this one because there's a lot more than 3 covers. Yeah. There's even the the risque ones, but I pick up a lot of the Mirka books just because I like supporting her. She's a fellow Italian, and I kind of dig what she does. Like for me, Mercy was a great book. I actually enjoyed that. I'll give this one a try for sure.
Yeah. So you're just getting what, the cover A?
No, I got the art germ, I got cover A, and there was another one. I just can't remember which one, but definitely not the Momoko for me.
Tim saying, I thought Peach was Marvel only these days. I thought so too for a bit though. No, I thought she was done. I remember one of the last times Hyper was on for his little vacation.
Mm-hmm.
He had said that she was kind of doing Marvel, but she was kind of ending it and then doing some other stuff. So I don't know, but we still have her doing Marvel stuff, I think, for like another couple weeks actually. So
I don't think Peach is going anywhere, man.
No, I think she can go anywhere she wants, to be honest with you. So just Cruz is saying pass. I'd rather get the mom issue. Yeah. I mean,
that's number 1. I'm gonna read it. If I like it, then sure.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. It's just always tough, right? When you get these number 1s, I mean, everybody's always hoping like, hey, it's funny because like before, I remember like a year and a half ago, everybody was like, man, what's the next Walking Dead? What's the next Walking Dead? And then now it's all of a sudden like, man, what's like the next Something's Killing the Children? What is something? But like, just let's relax. Let's just, be in the present. Let's enjoy the present. So I wish she would go anywhere but the comics I like. Well, hey, some people like her, some people don't. It's all good. All right. I know my buddy Face. I know my brother Keys is picking this one up, but we got Spawn 321. We got all 3 covers there. Obviously, you got that McFarlane homage to Spider-Man 316 right in the middle there. Spawn again, super hot right now with like the Spawn universe and things like that. A lot of people are picking it up. Seems to me like there's more fans of Spawn growing each and every day, which is not a bad thing at all. But yeah, definitely a book that I know a lot of people are picking up.
Yeah, man. I feel like Spawn, just go back even 2 years ago, like books were way cheaper. Now they're starting to pick up steam. There's a lot of people hopping on board with Spawn. The 320 cover B, the homage cover to 316. I feel like they missed an opportunity to do it for issue 316, but definitely going to pick it up for 320. I went with all 3 covers. I'll be honest with you. I ordered 5 hoping that there's the ratio for the 1 in 5 because normally they end up doing the sketch cover, which I really hope to God it's the cover B, the McFarlane. We'll see. I don't know if it is. If anyone does, let us know. But I didn't see it anywhere.
So what do you mean? You said something about you wish that they would do the homage to 316. Like you mean like you?
No, what I'm saying is they missed an opportunity to do it at Spawn 316. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
But it's cool, man. 320, I'll take it, man. Anytime I get that ASM homage cover, I'm gonna take it. Except
yeah, dude, why wouldn't they have done that at that?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It was like a missed opportunity, but hey, I ain't complaining. That's a beautiful cover. I'll take it any day.
You know, somebody got fired at marketing, right? You have to tie that. Wait a minute, what issue is this? Yeah. Again, the Spawn, you can't, you can't hate the art. It's really good. And even when I was doing this and I saw the picture for the cover B right there in the middle, I remember like looking at it and being like, man, so much detail to it. Like there's so much going on. Like you look at the rock, the blade, like if you actually look at it real close, I don't know how well people can see it on their screen. So much detail, but that that you could say the same thing about the other two too, right? I mean, it's just crazy the amount of art that goes into the Spawn. Yeah,
all 3 covers are absolutely beautiful, and if I'm not mistaken, this is also going to be the whole build up to King Spawn number 1. So I'm going to pick this up 100%.
King of Spawn. All right, we're moving on to IDW. I remember the first time I said this, so that's why I always slow it down, but apparently I said IWD so early on in my YouTube career, so now I slow it down and say IDW. So we got Captain Marvel number 5, and here's why I put this one on the list. Well, not because it's the finale to Carol's video game, but because of the 1 in 10. Some of these 1 in 10s, especially in I can't remember what the other ones were, but like she was on them. Spider-Gwen was on them, but the 1 in 10s for, Captain Marvel and Marvel Action and things like that, they were hot, going into the Wednesday and even into the Thursday, they were flippable. A lot of people were going after them. I don't know what's going to happen with this one, but talking with Mel V and talking to a few people that are like very heavy into like, the ratios and things like that. This one could be one to be on the lookout for, but again, very quick flip unless you really like the cover. I'm not really a fan of the cover, of the story, of the character, nothing. I'm not going to chase it. I doubt my shops even ordered 10 copies of this book.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know this entire story arc revolved around video games because I'm a huge gamer. Like I love video games since I was a kid, and no, this is not one I'll be picking up. I haven't picked up anything related to this book at all. Captain Marvel 1 to 5, not on my pull list.
Bleeker saying, is that a Tron homage? I don't know because like again, she is in a video game this whole time, so like all the books have been like that. Like if you see the cover A, it looks like she's in Tetris. The 1 in 10, it kind of looks like she's in Tron or something. I don't know. It kind of almost looks like Street Fighter, the way they have like the, the Captain Marvel plus the question mark, and then underneath like the health thing. So I don't know. It's a very good question.
It kind of looks like those stages where where you're practicing type thing.
Yeah. Chillmonger. Is this the first time an IDW Marvel comic became hot? No, I don't think so. Because there was a lot of them with like I said, the Spider-Gwen, like those ratio ones. They were hot for a while. I knew a few people were chasing them. I remember being in the shop last year for those like 1 in 10s, and people were going nuts for them. So I don't know. It just depends, right? I mean, do you like the character? Maybe you pick it up, right, religiously. Maybe you go after those ratios to flip them. Who knows? But like I said, I don't know if any of my shops even ordered 10 copies of this. Like I know for a fact, my shop didn't even order like 50 copies of Kang that comes out August 18th. I doubt they're going to order this one, right? So we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Tim brings up a good point. The John Boy 1 in 10s for the Spider-Man books by IDW, those were awesome. That was like a fire cover, man. And that's the only one that I would actually. I'm still currently seeking out, but like I just can't find it.
What that one looks like.
It's like with Venom with a whole big tongue coming out. It was like I think orange or red background.
I'm gonna have to Google it afterwards. Yeah, I'm trying to the name sounds familiar, and like I want to say I know what he's talking about, but it's just drawing a blank.
John Boy never fails.
AOA Spawn is art only. Spawn had legends writing, but it was still mediocre. Hey, we're all entitled to as long as you pay your taxes, you're entitled to an opinion. Absolutely. Is it Brie Larson's fault for Captain Marvel stock fall? You know what? That's actually a really good question.
Oof.
What do you think, BC?
Oof. Man, you know what? It's not even just Brie Larson. I just felt like the movie was meh. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing about it was like I liked the whole 90s vibe, you know what I mean? Like that was cool. But I don't know, it's a very like corny movie. I think it could have been so much better.
I think the fact that they make her like in the movie, they make her more powerful than Thor, right? Like that's kind of their goal. They kind of came out and said that, even though like, you know, Thor is, you know, a god and everything like that. But I don't know. I think they just gave too much power to somebody that like just kind of showed up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of like
Superman.
Yeah, kind of. I was kind of gonna say like, you know, it's kind of like when new people get hired at your work and then they start acting like they've been there like for 20 years, even though like, you know, it's not even first break.
Yep.
It's kind of like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know but that is a really good question because it's never been asked like that, and I think that that's kind of a good way to describe it. Because like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if it was an actress that I like, I'd probably be on the fence about like, oh, you know what, I actually like the actress, but I still didn't like the movie. So
yeah,
because perfect example, Suicide Squad. I love Maggie Robbie.
Yeah,
but I just don't like those movies, right? So,
but that's what I'm saying. Is for me, it came down to the movie itself. Like it wasn't just Brie. She's not Captain Marvel in my eyes one bit, to be honest with you. But it's just the whole movie for me.
Biggie, what is happening, brother? 1/3 maybe or 1/2 of the NWO on Tony Sanders' channel. What is going on, man? Respect to the Newbie crew. Back at you, brother. Back at you. We got J2, the low grade. What's happening, man? So she should have flinched when. When Thor summoned his hammer. Come on now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So there's a lot of things about Captain Marvel I don't like. Like I didn't like. You know, like BC said, right? He liked the 90s vibe. I could care less for the 90s vibe. The one thing that I always kind of remember about Captain Marvel, and again, guys, remember, it is the only Marvel movie I've only seen once, and that was in theaters. I haven't seen it since it came out, nothing like that. But it's that Samuel L. Jackson's character. We find out what happened with his eye, and like that's kind of like my biggest takeaway from that.
Man. Post credit, literally.
That's it.
And post credit.
Yeah. What was the post credit for that one?
Here, hold up.
Moonlight, what's happening? Yeah, I don't know, man. There's so much about it, but again, you know, to each their own. I'm just not a Captain Marvel fan. I could have cared less, but Walmart loves Captain Marvel because they had like a whole aisle of Captain Marvel stuff. So
yeah, I think the post credit was when she shows up there with the Avengers.
Like the hammer part?
No, not. I don't remember if it was the hammer part, but like she just shows up. That's all I remember. Like her, yeah. There you go. Where's Fury? Remember, like she gets the page. Remember? Like,
oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that was it, man.
Yeah. Again, hey, who knows? Maybe when I'm 60 years old, they have, you know, Captain Marvel playing at a matinee or something. I'll go watch it. Who knows? I don't know. But for me,
I'll put it on the table and then we can move on. But I literally we went to Captain Marvel, and I was at work. I took my boss. I went with a couple of colleagues and everything. So we went to the premiere night, and literally, my boss walked out of the movie. Yeah, that's how bad he found it. He just left.
Damn, man. There's only one movie I think I walked out of, and that was it was with oh my god, Michael Keaton, and I think it was called like Noise or something. His wife dies, so he's hanging around like old radios, and like he's getting frequency from it, and it literally was like 2 hours of that, and like the first 30 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck, and then I just walked out. So.
Yep.
All right, let's move on because, this is not the Brie Larson / Captain Marvel show. It's the BC and Newbie gig. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Annual 2021. I'm sure everybody who is a Turtles fan is going to be picking this one up. I prefer the cover to the left, which is going to be your main cover, more so than the cover on the right.
Sure, I'm going with both, man. The one on the left, 100%, yo. I love how it's all on that like chessboard and everything. But for me, it's the fact that they're hyping this up to be like a new story arc that it's been years in the making with Rat King, and I'm curious to see where it goes. I think this kicks off the arc called King's Gambit or something like that. So,
is there by any chance any new, like a first appearance? So like in that one cover, you got like, it looks like all the characters, but is there anybody there who's making their first appearance in this?
No, I don't see anyone.
Okay. Is that a homage too? Because when I was kind of, getting this already, I kind of like, I look at this cover and I'm like, what is this, like a homage to something? But I can't remember. I was thinking of first appearance of Korvac, maybe, but even that, I don't remember what the cover is.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I wouldn't know, sincerely. Like, I don't even know what that cover looks like, but if not, this should be the start of one because this is a beautiful cover.
How are you not on Korvac, man?
Bro.
Man. All the kids are talking about Kang and Korvac right now. All right. Face. If you're watching, if you're listening, or if you're just watching with no sound for whatever reason, because I know you're at work, we got Usagi Yojimbo. We've got number 20, the second printing on the left, and then we've got issue number 2. And I believe it's obviously 2 different storylines, right?
Yeah, this is I'll be honest with you, I'm not reading this run at all. I kind of feel like I lost out by missing the first issues, right? So not being able to pick it up always like
I've never been on Usagi Yojimbo like ever. Yeah. I never really understood it, and when I asked Face, kind of like, hey man, all right, I'm gonna put you on, kind of like let me know what this character's about. He didn't really sell me it on it either. I remember him being like, dude, it's a rabbit who's a ninja. Come on. I don't know, just not something that I like. I get some of the covers. Also, like the 1 in 10s. I was never really a fan of the 1 in 10s that have come out. I know you and Mr. Hyper always try to go get those 1 in 10s for this. I know Hyper's been successful. I know you have. But even those, like I've just never really got into it, thought they were cool.
Guys, I have to clear it up though, because it's not Hyper who's been stealing them apparently. So like, I spoke to Hyper after that show and he's like, yo, I just want you to know it's not me taking those Usagis. And I'm like, yo, now I feel like an ASS, you know what I'm saying? So
do you guys know who is taking them or what?
I have no idea because like I said, I know that like within our clique, like he is a fan, like he does like it, but I don't think he's too crazy about it. But like I know that I have 0 chance at our LCS when it comes to Radiant Black ratios, and I have a 0 chance when it comes to TMNT, dude. So I just know who those guys are, and then I figured, okay, this has to be one of them. Figuring more was hype, but it's not. So I'm just clearing that up. Hype, I love you.
Man, hey, if you guys are ever looking, just hit me my way. I don't think there's a lot of Usagi Yojimbo fans out here. I usually can get those 1 in 10s, but I mean, they probably look at me like, what? Why are you getting these? Because they know I'm not, I could care less about it. So, but
yeah. And by the way, I just want to clear up. I know who Korvac is. I just didn't know which cover you were referring to. So I was like, wait a minute. So now I'm Googling and I'm looking at all the Korvac covers as you're talking. And I'm like, fuck.
I was just joking. I was just joking. If anyone's watched this on the rewind or whatever, and you said, wait a minute, Newbie, we mean all the kids are talking about Kang and Korvac. It's just a joke. Just a joke. I know nobody's talking about Korvac. Don't worry. Somebody in the chat's like, probably who doesn't know who Korvac is like, man, I'm going to search this. Maybe there's a new character. No. It's not in the Newbie verse. It's an actual, in the universe. So
we'll check the eBay sales in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, hey, we got Boom Studios. And yes, we've got Berserker number 4. Funny story. So I tried, Googling Berserker on my work laptop. So I put BRZ. And then, you know how when you start, like all the stuff comes down? Yeah, it was like all like Brazzers this, Brazzers. And I'm like,
this is your search history, right?
No. Hey, that's what came up. That's just what came up. But I'm always nervous because like our work knows everything we do. So like if like we go into one of those things, so like my IT guy hasn't messaged me yet to be like, hey man, why were you searching? Because I know they're gonna be like, dude, were you searching this? And I'm like, no. But yeah, we got the Berserker number 4. There's probably going to be like 1,000 other copies or covers rather, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not on this. I didn't even get number 1. I just wasn't feeling it. I was there when there was multiple covers of number 1. Me and Keys were there. I just didn't buy into it. I don't care.
So I went with all the FOMO possible. I saw people going bananas, not for just that second, but the third print. So I was doing everything possible to get it. I got them. But then afterwards, I read issue 1 and 2, and I was like, I'm just not feeling this. So yeah, I that's where I stopped off. I stopped off at issue 2. I stopped collecting them. Don't get me wrong, the covers are nice, but like the story just, it doesn't do it for me.
Do you think that they got people on because of the Keanu Reeves and giving away that 8th print to Something's Killing the Children?
I do think that entire marketing stunt was terrible. For both retailers and collectors. You got to figure like the retailers are put in a weird spot where they have to like pull out all these pamphlets out of the books and everything and whatnot because they were scared people were going to come back asking for it to be honored or whatnot. They end up pushing dates. Then people are going bananas trying to get a copy of that Something Killing the Children, which, dude, props to them for trying to, hype this book with that. But it was just messy, man. I saw a lot of people were like going bananas. Like retailers didn't know what to do. People trying to score the book, like, we're getting frustrated, and I'm like, man, this is a weird time to be collecting. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny because like when you talk to people and like 2 of their biggest concerns are like print run, different covers and things like that. Yeah. When you look at this one, well, let's look at it, right? It's got like, I think numbers were said to be like 1 million or something like that for like copies. I know people were joking saying like, hey, what is this, the 90s with this book? Then you add in that they had like a bunch of covers, exclusives, this, that. So it's really hard to like kind of keep up with that. And me not being an exclusives guy, it's hard. It just kind of was one of those like frustrating things because like, you looked at different people's YouTube, you looked at different people who were collecting. And I know someone's going to say, collect what you like. And I get that. But we all obviously look for a book that, if we can make money and pay for the books the following week, why not? And that's kind of what I was doing with that number 1. But it was just so frustrating because there were so many goddamn covers and things like that.
Oh, yeah, dude. And it's already dipped.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah. Huge. Yeah. Like, what's the 1 in 100 going for? That was like the autograph. No, or the 1 in 1,000? Can't remember. The one with the autograph.
No idea. But like, Like I said, I know that those foils that everybody was going crazy for the second and third print on number one, those dipped. So
Hijo de puta, te digo que Mr. Universe, as soon as I said and put that out into the universe, I thought, who's gonna tell me this? Who's gonna say this? You were up there. What is up, X? What is up, X? Guys, I know I've taken a break from the newbie spec of the week the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna be putting out a video. But if you guys want to get some spec and you guys want to know what's really up, Universe X, man, go check out his posts. He's got a wicked Instagram, one of the friendliest dudes. Will talk to you about comics all day and still make fun of Uruguayans. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, go check him out. Go check out his Instagram. Really solid dude. And he's always posting free information. That's crazy. You don't even have to pay anything. He just puts it out there. He's telling you how he feels or what's going on. So make sure you guys go tune in. Go check him out. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just over the Berserker. I know people are on it, this and that. I don't know. To be honest, this is a pass all day. It's always been a pass.
Yeah.
To me, so
dude, I remember all the hype on Cyberpunk too. Like that was
Cyberpunk too. Yes, dude, I totally forgot about Cyberpunk. I'm not even gonna lie.
Exactly my point. So,
if Sam is in here, or anybody, or even BC, so which one was it? The one that had the autograph? Was it the 1 in 100 or the 1 in 1,000?
No, it was the 1 in 1,000.
What is that going for right now?
I have absolutely no idea. I think that one's probably up there still. Like I don't think it'll dip because it's got Keanu's signature. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also got yellow labeled by CGC.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the rest, like I said, Comic Ozzy even said it in the comments. Like what they did with that third print, dude, it burned a lot of people, man. Like a lot of people just jumped off because of this, so they didn't even bother. And
it's still at $1,000. Okay.
So no. He's saying it's the 1 in 1,000. It's selling $2,000.
$2,000?
Yeah, man. That's a grail, dude. Like a serious grail.
Damn, man. I don't know if I'd pay $2,000 for that, but hey, collect what you like. Collect what you like. Collect what you like. I bought Ludocrats 1, so that tells you everything you need to know about me.
Shit.
We'll see what it is. I've been trying to trend that thing so it's like $1,000 book, but no luck yet. So, all right. Well, we've all been waiting for it. We've all been talking about it. We've already mentioned it like 6 or 8 times. But we've got Something is Killing the Children, number 18. I mean, that's pretty much all you need to know, right? Something is Killing the Children. Yep, I'll buy 6 of those. Thank you.
Yep.
Kind of how it goes. No more exclusives, right?
I'm not too sure about that though.
16 was. I thought 16 was it.
I think so.
So this is the only cover that previews had. So I'm not sure if any other covers come out.
Yeah, no cover B. But I know like when House of Slaughter comes out, there's like already like the 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 100. Like we're getting a ton.
Doesn't that free comic book day? Doesn't that come out next week?
No, it's August. I don't remember. It's in August, like mid-August, like 12, 15, somewhere around there.
Dude, that free comic book is selling for $80 Canadian.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo, so no lies, guys. I already pulled some. I
got 2 copies. Big B takes really good care of me.
Yeah. I know I got 10 guaranteed. I'm hoping to get more, but
10?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be flipping them, or are you like keeping 10 and like kind of what are you doing?
Well, I don't want to get burned like I did with Spider-Man, right? So I think I'm gonna flip them. But
wait, which Spider-Man one? Oh.
Yeah, dude, you're the infamous virus. But yeah, so I do think I'm gonna end up flipping them, possibly quick, at least half of them. You know what I mean? I ain't complaining. Money's money. But so yeah, House of Slaughter. It's weird because Enter the House of Slaughter, the free comic book day. I was actually talking with a couple of guys that are in the chat right now. There's the whole Basilisk, the preview in the second print for number 1.
Yeah.
So I know that book's taken off. It's about a $40 Canadian book right now, just because of that. So I don't know, man. If you guys, we're having that debate in the chat today. Is it worth hanging on to because of that, or is it worth flipping because maybe when that book drops, the Free Comic Book Day, does it take away from that second print? So I don't know.
Look, the market's going to change. I've said this. I was talking to a few people, in our community here on Instagram and things like that. I've talked with multiple people about this, and like I think we're entering a different game. I think we're entering a different market.
Yep.
And I've had people say, "Hey, man, what do you think? What do you mean by that?" Well, I'm kind of seeing it already. In the sense of like, there are a lot of books not crashing, because I don't believe there's going to be a crash. I just think there's going to be a correction. I've been saying that, throughout this, right? And I'm not going to get anybody off the ledge that thinks there's going to be a crash. If that's what you think, hey, all to you, whatever, sell your books, get what you can. But I just think we're entering a different market and community in the sense that, like, especially here in Canada, Bricks, you should know this, right? We're opening up. There's going to be shows. Apparently there's rumors here that in November we're going to be going on with Hamilton Comic-Con. There's obviously no fan expo that Toronto does, but they could do it later down the road some point. Who knows? I know there's other cities around here that do Comic-Cons that are kind of getting, a head start for maybe possibly getting it going like January, February, March instead of the May, June, July, just because of like they just want to get something out. They want to make some money. That's going to change, right? That's going to make different books go up, different books go down. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I keep saying that to people. I'm like, man, as more things open and cons open and things like that, I think, different books and prices, it's just, yeah. So just something to be on the lookout for. I know I've enjoyed this last year and a half with some of the prices people have been paying. I try to have the hobby pay for itself. So
for sure, man.
I enjoy it, but I just think that there is something brewing, there is something happening, like Murphy Lee, what goes up must come down. So
yeah.
Tim is saying Toronto Comic Show should or hopefully be back on. Yeah, dude, but they usually do it late August, right? Or second week of August. So I don't know. Hopefully Hamilton goes on, because Hamilton is historically in October. No, wait, hold on. Hamilton is in October, and then I believe Toronto does no, it's always August. Yeah, it's Hamilton or Toronto. Yeah, I can't remember. But anyway, hopefully something in this area by the fall, because that would be great.
I know we got shut down already over here in Montreal, so that's not going down. And I'll always remember when Comic-Con takes place here, because it happened to be on the weekend of my wedding. I had a lot of friends not too happy with me that weekend, man. But it was open bar, man, so everybody had a good time.
Damn.
Yep.
So is there going to be a Something is Killing the Children on Free Comic Book Day? I can't remember the FOC on it.
So it's on Free Comic Book Day. It's going to be Enter the House of Slaughter. So just keep an eye out for that. That's going to be showing you, like, this is a whole new story arc that's going to be taking place.
I doubt Toronto. So Chillmonger, I think, is Canadian. And I think we've had this conversation a few times about him being Canadian. So he's saying, yeah, I doubt Toronto will have anything. I'm just being hopeful, man. It will be nice, right? As everything keeps opening up. It's not a con. It's March and August. Yeah, that's what Marvel's saying. Yeah, I've never been to the Toronto one ever. If you guys, for the Canadians in here, if you guys have never heard me say this, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like Toronto. I hate going there. Like it just takes a lot out of me. I'm a city kid, but like, man, that is just way too much for me. Not really a big fan of it. So yeah, I try to avoid Toronto as much as possible. So that's why I've never really gone to Fan Expo or anything like that. So we'll see. I usually just, do Hamilton. Obviously, my home one is Niagara. Niagara Falls. So those are the two that I kind of just roll with. So, and then here, earlier on, I was saying, I can't wait to go to New York Comic Con. So, yeah. But I love New York, man. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Rangers fan. Been to New York like 10 times. So, of course.
I thought you were a Maple Leafs fan.
No, dude, no. My girl's Toronto, and it's awkward when the Rangers play Toronto. But other than that, no. All right, we're moving on to Marvel.
Yeah, man.
And we got some peach goodies. I told you guys, I'm not really picking any of these up, but Face is picking up the set. There's a lot of people picking this up for the set. They want to finish the set. They want to do it all up. I've already seen people who have doubles of the ones that have already come out kind of add to their, post or, take pictures every week when these come out and say, hey, I'm selling this as a set. I'm not a fan of any of them, to be honest with you. That Wolverine one, to me, that looks not horrible, just not what I like.
Of this entire set, the only one I'm going with Peach is the Gwen Stacy one. Other than that, I passed on the other three.
Yeah, Daredevil. I know Hyper's got this one because he pulls Daredevil. Shang-Chi, I'm not sure if I know anybody who's pulling Shang-Chi.
If you didn't pick up issue 3, if you didn't have it set aside for you on reserve, I highly recommend you guys go pick up a copy.
Really?
Yeah, there's a first appearance. And if I'm not mistaken, it's actually Shang-Chi's sister.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's saying those are garbage. Yeah. Dude, the Wolverine one looks bad, man. I don't know. Yeah. With me. Yeah, it just looks weird, like the way his hand is.
I'll be honest with you. It looks like he has arthritis, bro.
Even like the mask, right? Like even from that angle, like it looks like his mask is just this. It doesn't have I don't know, just everything about it.
Literally, it's funny because the more I stare at it, it reminds me of when I was playing music. My guitarist, sometimes when he would be playing, he would get cramps, and literally that's exactly the face, dude.
Yo, I can't unsee this. Yo, Wolverine is tired. Yo, you know what that just reminded me of? That literally, as soon as you said that, uncanny, I just thought of Men in Black. And Men in Black 1, to me, I don't know if this is old or I'm just, you guys could think it's lame. Yo, I think it's one of the funniest one-line movies. But I just, as you said that, just thought of when Will Smith is training and he shoots the alien. He's like, that beast is not, he's not snarling, he's sneezing, right? And I just, yeah. So.
But like Greg M said, man, it's hit or miss with Momoko. I think we've said this many times, man.
Oh, 100%. But here's where I'll admit, this one right here, I like it. I don't know why. I like it. I'm biased when it comes to the black covers, but I like it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that it's that opposite negative.
Yeah.
Black Cat, people were picking it up because of the Tiger division. A week ago, 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, the annual.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm picking up issue 8 100%, but I'm gonna get the regular cover, man, because you get to see her with the Infinity Gauntlet. I think it's a bomb cover, man, and I know that it's gonna be the beginning, I think, of the Infinity Score story arc. So I'm interested 100%. But the cover A is a beauty. I like it.
What I was saying about the Shang-Chi comment, how all us Asians call everyone a cousin. Dude, that's everybody though. My African American friends, my Latino friends, everybody. Everybody's a cousin, dude.
No, we turn it around. Instead of cousin, it's paisan. That's pretty much what it is.
I was yeah, the guy's my cousin, and then it'll be if you ever get into an argument or whatever, people be like, "Oh man, where's your cousin?" He says, "My cousin. Who are you talking about?" What? Yeah, you said it. Oh, what? No, and you got to explain it. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm just gonna start calling everybody cuz.
Oh man, please, come on, man. Leave that for Snoop, man. Leave that for Snoop. Yeah, or Primo. cousin, in Spanish, if you didn't know. Yeah. All right, Star Wars High Republic number 7. Not really a big fan of the whole Star Wars thing. I think I stopped collecting Star Wars High Republic at issue 5 because there was just too much Star Wars going on, and I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. But of course, listening to Face and listening to Keys and things like that, the High Republic stuff, the early issues, always with those first appearances and such, this, that, I was on it. But I stopped picking up at issue 5, so...
It's still on my poll. I'll be honest with you. I think it was issue 4 where I pretty much stopped off on reading. Time also takes over, right? But it's also been the lesser of my interest. Like, I know that they were trying to hype as much possible on issue 3 with the villain, but like I'm not really feeling it, to be honest with you. Like, the story's okay. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I love Star Wars, but
yeah,
it's okay.
You got to remember, and I always remember what Keys says, because Keys is very knowledgeable in Star Wars, but it is supposed to be the most boring time in the whole Star Wars era,
exactly,
right? So, they're trying their best, obviously. Universe X is saying, get this, don't sleep on it. I might have to do a little bit more research these next 2 days, or this next day, tomorrow, and see what the hype is about then, if I'm missing something. But, yeah. I guess we'll see. And I know Bleeker's a huge Star Wars fan. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Bleeker needs a hug, Newbie. Okay. First big appearance. Damn. Okay, so you heard it. I mean, if you didn't know, now you know. Thank you to Mr. Universe X. So first big appearance. Wow.
Well, like I said, and I think I don't remember who said it in the chat, but I'm just pulling this because I like Star Wars. I did stop reading, so if this is a big appearance, I am happy as hell because I got myself a copy. So, guys, doesn't hurt, man.
I'm sure you'll still be able to go get a copy if you call tomorrow, and
Yep, for sure.
Missed out. I don't think you're gonna miss out, right? So yeah, sweet. Hey, thanks, X. Appreciate it. It's always nice when people just throw some information out there, man. It's everybody being on the same playing field, I guess, right? So, and if you can avoid, if it is big and you can avoid, paying almost $40-$50 for it on Wednesday afternoon, why not? So, all of a sudden, Newbie is back.
He's got himself 5 copies. He bought the 1 in 10, the 1 in 25.
Come on, man. Come on. Let the hobby pay for itself. That's all I'm saying. Oh, wait. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
I think it's 2 appearances. Shit. Okay. Well, he did say 1 is big, so, hey, who knows? But still, go get it. All right. Let's talk about my girl, Black Widow. And I don't know why the number 9 is actually in the cover there. What we've basically been getting from Black Widow, right? Cover-wise. We get the book there, the cover A. We kind of get that movie scene where they're both on the bike and things like that.
Yep.
It's pretty much it. I mean, Black Widow has been very popular. Like the run, a lot of people have been picking it up. So, it is something to be on the lookout for. I'm not on the run. I haven't picked it up. So it's a pass for me. But I know a few people are going to be grabbing this one.
I'm not currently reading the story, to be honest with you, but I did pick up issue 9, the cover B, for the 80 years of Captain America. I just think it's a beautiful cover. She looks bomb, badass.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the only thing going for that book for me. It was total cover buy, no lies. So
yeah, I'm trying to stay away from like those cover buys.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to put some TOS 39 money aside, right? Especially with shows opening up. I might get lucky. If you don't know what TOS 39 is, it's Tales of Suspense 39. That's just what I call it for my pleasure. So,
shit.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, it's Newbie's favorite part of the show. We got DC with BC.
Shit.
This is the place to be. All right. We got Checkmate number 2. I think it's a dope cover. That's pretty much all the information I have on it. I mean, you guys know Face is, Mr. Knowledge, Mr. Information, especially when it comes to DC, because he just has more of a love for DC than I do. And, it's not that I hate DC or I'm against it. It's just he picks up way more books than me, especially when it comes to the DC stuff. So you guys know that you guys are just going to get minimal information from me because, I'm not really up to date on the DC stuff. I try, but this would be just a straight cover buy from me, which I'm just going to kind of pass.
Yeah. For myself, I think this week's actually a pretty big week for DC. I'm picking up more than I normally do. I totally missed out on Checkmate number 1. So this book, unfortunately, I won't be picking up unless I do find an issue 1. You know what I mean? But yeah. It's a story that I do want to dip into, but because I missed out on the first one, obviously not on the pull list. But I think it's a big week for DC. I think there's a lot of good books that are coming out.
Yeah. Here it is. Here is the first appearance. So it's going to be Darth Krall and Orla Jarini, a Jedi Knight. If I butcher those names and you have one of those names in your name or you know somebody, I apologize. I am not the greatest at names. But there you go. Yeah, so you got 2 new appearances. That should kind of sell you on getting it right now. Look at BC. He's already ordering more copies. He's like, look, I need 1 in 50. I need the 1 in 100. So we'll see. But you know what this means? If there's a first appearance and a lot of us maybe didn't know, then maybe issue 8 maybe has a cover.
Yeah.
So maybe already kind of order it ahead of time. Just saying, right? That's kind of the way it works. So I've said too much. All right. Teen Titans Academy number 5. And let's look at this cover. Why? Well, Red X mask right in the hand there. Mask is off. These kids who are on the wall there are kind of shocked to see who it is. Are they shocked because the person is ugly? Are they shocked because the person is me? Are they shocked because it's Captain Marvel? Who knows? A lot of things, but the mask is off. I wonder what that says. I have not been on this story. I know people were, I remember when this came out and people were like, oh, this is going to be like Strange Academy. And I was like, no, no way in hell. So yeah, I don't know. I skipped out. I'm not really on it. I told you guys, Teen Titans, the only one I picked up was the Future State number 1 because it is the first appearance of Red X. Outside of that, not really been on it.
I'm actually picking this one up. I'm excited to actually pick it up because we're getting more origin story on those 3 characters that we see there. I know there's Brat Girl. I can't even pronounce the other one, the Chupacabra, whatever. And there's a Mega Bat. So, Red X's mask is off. I don't think we'll see him. I hope we do.
That's the same. That's FaceTime.
Yeah, it's Face. There he is. That's why he's not here tonight, guys.
Oh, man.
But, we're going to get an origin story of some sort. So I'm going to definitely pick this one up.
Could it be the origin of Red X, you think?
No, it's from what I'm understanding, it's the 3 characters there.
Yeah, I'm okay, losing out on this one.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading your description that you have written there, and it even says that the Bat Pack of kids must reveal their own secret origins.
Well, there you go, guys. So there you go. I do the work, and I don't even listen to my own work. So. Wow, I feel stupid now, but hey, that's what happens in the Newbieverse. All right. Not to say that this could be the book of the week for DC, but this could be an interesting book. And BC, you kind of told me you were really wanting to talk about this book, and I said, hey man, I already got it on. I was kind of on the same wave. Yeah. But I'll let you kind of take it away.
So I was actually talking to Hyper about this one because I was talking to Face and everyone about what books we're looking at for this week. And I accidentally, I totally forgot to even send this one. I forgot it was coming out this week. But it's on my pull. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I never was. But I honestly feel like this is a good opportunity. Fresh start. We're going with it with Jonathan Kent here. It's promising because it's being written by Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor is also writing Nightwing. And Nightwing is a very good book. I don't know if anyone's reading it. I'll be honest with you. I hopped on as of issue 78 for Nightwing, and I'm loving it. Ironically, there's a third print that's out this week as well. Yep. So I do encourage everyone go pick that up. But yeah, 100%. I'm picking this one up. I love this particular cover because it pays homage to Superman 1. So I think it's beautiful. If you see it, definitely grab it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Not the biggest Superman fan, but I think that this could be something down the road. Cool cover, paying homage to Superman 1. Obviously, more detailed things like that.
Yep.
We're kind of going into that, Jonathan Kent, vibe, all that HBO stuff. Excuse me. All that HBO stuff, all these possibilities with the Superman coming up, especially if Michael B. Jordan kind of scores with it. Who knows what they could do outside of that, after that, things like that. Could be something, could be nothing. But again, it's a cool cover. I mean, I think it's $3.99 price tag. I mean, it's not the worst comic you can get. So yeah, I would grab it. I'm grabbing one copy. So yeah, for me, it's a grab, and I don't often say that in the DC side of things. So
yeah, but dude, I think the original Superman book came out like 1939, and here we are in 2021, and that cover now, even as is, like for this book, it's just beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's true. Secret Files Huntress #1. Now I only put this on here because it is a #1. I'm not picking it up. I don't think the cover's not there's nothing about this that I would be on it, but I just put it on the list for this week because of the fact that it is a #1.
Yeah, I think it's a one shot. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be an ongoing series. I don't have much interest in Huntress. Period. But yeah, man, if you're into it, definitely pick it up.
Is there any other DC? You mentioned the Nightwing third print. Is there anything that you kind of had your eye on, or information that you have for any book coming out for DC?
Nightwing 78, the third print. The reason why I absolutely love the cover, and I think everyone should pick it up, is because yes, we get the first appearance of Melinda Zuko, but that book also has a first appearance of a particular dog. And the dog's name is Bitewing. So the dog's on that cover. So definitely pick it up because it's a funny cover. I find it awesome. I'm a dog guy, man. Dude, show some love. But
dude, I got love for dogs, man. But yeah, it's just man.
But I love the character. It's pretty funny. But Robin #4. There's the cover B. That's I don't even know how to say it. Manipul covers. They're absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you've seen them, but I think what's his name? Robin's going up against his grandpa, who is Ra's al Ghul. So
that's a fair fight. That's a fair
fight. Right.
So Tim is pumped because we are finally at Dynamite Pick of the Week. Now, guys, it is supposed to be for fun. It's just a cover that I pick that I think, hey, what's going on over here?
Boobies. 3.
That's it.
1. Boobies.
So this is my pick of the week. I believe it's Betty something Virgin. This is a $50 book, which I would never spend $50 on, but hey, it is what it is. I just like it. Tim, I hope it is Tim approved, but yeah, that's my Dynamite Pick of the Week. Again, no particular reason why. It's just a book that I see. You guys remember last week I said it was James Bond. That was just strictly cover. So here we go. Newbie Dynamite Pick.
If Tim approves this, we're golden, buddy.
Yeah. Ooh, Guy 4 just showed up. What is going on, man? Happy Sunday. 1/3 of the Pressable Defects. I say 1/3 because our good brother of the community, Mr. Butcher, is back. So all three of those amigos are going to be back at it shortly and soon. Big shout outs to Guy, Matt, and Jay. BC, he's Italian, man. Guy, you know, when Italy won the other 2 weeks ago, he was going crazy. All those guys were. So, you know, you got something in common there.
Dude, it felt like 2006 all over again in Montreal. We went bananas. I wish you could have seen that. I know you don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, I would have stayed inside, okay? So, yeah. So, we'll see. All right. Well, it's that time. You know, we don't have shows. You know, we don't have movies. So, we're going to, you know, just kind of talk a little bit about the comic news of, you know, the week that has been. Obviously, things change and things pop up every day. So obviously, you might not see a bit of information that we've already seen. You know, obviously, the big news being, you know, Michael B. Jordan, HBO. We can touch on that at the end, 100%. But let's get started. First up, and I bring this up because everybody laughed and everybody said, no, you're wrong. And everybody said, no, don't pick up more than one copy. Well,
here we are.
Apparently getting an adaptation, Sony Film, which means this book at some point is going to come up on a certain app. It's going to explode. People are going to overpay for it. And where me and, say, a certain friend of mine, a.k.a. Mr. Key Issues, bought like 2 or 3 copies. And I know Keys has been on this series a long time. And I will say to you people that if you watch Keys back in the day when he was doing his videos about this and he talked about this, he had mentioned that issue 2 is also important to get. So why is that important? Well, because this news is already on CBR.com from like a few days ago. Nobody's talking about it. And these can still be found at cover price.
Oh, dude, you're still seeing them in the dollar bins, man. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Yeah. So go get it because, like I said, we all know the game. We all know how it works. Okay. We all know this information is out there, but it doesn't become serious. Like this won't become a $50 book until it gets to a certain app. And when it does, you want to be ahead of the game. So what does that mean? Well, it's still in dollar bins. So, you know, go get it. Bleecker, it's Kaju #1. I have a copy. I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah.
I have one. I thought I had 2, but I cleared my boxes and I could only find 1, so I don't know. I gotta look around, but yeah, definitely a book I would be on the lookout for, guys. It is in dollar bins, like BC said, but yeah, once they get a movie going and things like that, all it takes is for that alert, and it's game over. So,
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, though, I think it was already like somewhat hinted to at the point of release of this book. Like people already knew this is where it was headed, so.
That one, you know what's funny is this one and Dead End Kids were the 2 that everybody was talking about. I remember that Dead End Kids, man. I chased that thing down to get a copy. The shops only had like 1 copy of that book. Nobody, you know, cared about that book. So
yeah, I know. Shout out to my guys here. It was Bricks and Marvell that pointed it out, and Bricks was heavily talking about it too. And he's like, "Yo, pick him up." And I totally listened. I got myself 2 or 3 copies. So let's see where this goes.
Bleecker and Jess Cruz, Dom, I will send you guys a picture after the show. I'll send you a picture of the book. You might be surprised and still find it. Like I know if you're Bleak.
Yo, it's pretty much that photo though. It just says Kaiju score above it and #1.
Yeah. Bleecker, I am most certain that maybe Mostly Comics could still have a copy on his new comic book. I think Norm might actually have one. So, Ozzy's already saying it's already on the app. So it could see an increase is all I'm saying. Once we get, you know, confirmation or, you know, it gets crazy and this and that, you know, it could be, you know, the way these things work is it could be a $50 book, maybe north of that in a 9.8, obviously. So who knows? It'll be interesting because we'll probably see a few copies in CGC too, because somebody back in the day probably sent it out to CGC and got laughed at. But
Yeah.
Hey, that's why you take the risk on some of these, man. Like, you know, it's only crazy until you do it. So, but this is huge, you know. So, all right. So Blade's David S. Goyer wants to make a Hulk movie. If Blade is good, I think they'll let him do it.
Yeah. But the thing, Noob, is what's the rights situation with that, man? Because
Yeah.
to my knowledge, it doesn't fully belong to Marvel. I think it's Paramount or something like that.
I think they could work out a deal.
Kind of like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they could. I think they kind of not owe it because nobody kind of owes you anything in life. But I mean, I think that they could work out a deal where like, hey, you know, we'll give you a few bucks, just let us do the character. I think that we kind of, I've always said this about Hulk because of the fact that we had like those 3 Hulk movies and we had 3 different Hulks, I think it was, right? So like, or 3 or 2, can't remember.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's only right that they kind of do one with like, you know, Mark Ruffalo. I don't know. I just like to see it done that way so we can connect it kind of thing. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And what's it saying over here that they want to do the Immortal Hulk route? Because I mean, they got so much other Hulk stuff they can bring.
I think that's premature. I think, you know, that if you're doing the Immortal Hulk, that's like the same people saying, hey, do, you know, I was going to say Red Punch. Punchline.
Yeah. Newbie verse.
Yeah, Red Punch. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. And, of course, you know, this guy shows up in the chat. So, obviously, you know, I'll be hearing about this. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I think the Immortal Hulk route is a little too premature.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I think you might get, you know, like an Origins or kind of like something like they did with Black Widow, right? Like right after what was it? Civil War, right? Because like the Black Widow movie takes place after that, right? So yeah. Oh man.
Face.
Ultra, what's going on, man? Ultra is super close to 1,000 subs. Make sure you guys go tune in. If you like anything I say spec-wise or New Comic Book Day, you're going to love what he does. Wayne's World, we are not worthy. We are not worthy. Make sure you guys go check out Mr. Ultra Maximus. And yeah, wow, 5 seconds and we get red.
Yo, I swear to God, I promise you, if I make that trip down to your neck of the woods just to go bin diving, I'm bringing you the biggest fruit punch in red. My gift to you.
Jesus, man. Yo, you know what's funny is like nobody caught that. I just repeated it. And
No, I did. I was just like, what the?
Jesus Christ. So yeah, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I just think this is way too early. I think they could definitely do something along the lines where like they could pick an event like before. So like they could kind of get like something just before like Ragnarok, right? Like, hey, you know what happened along his journey, you know, something like that, somewhere around there where it can kind of connect out of respect for him. Because let's face it, he was the only one, him, Hawkeye, are the only ones that don't have anything solo. Hawkeye is going to be in that Hawkeye show, which is going to be mostly, you know, Cassidy or what's her name? Is it Kate Bishop? Sorry. Mm-hmm. I watched Ant-Man today at work, so that's why I thought of Cassidy. So just something like that, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
But there's, like I said, there's so many other arcs they can do, like World War Hulk. I mean, I feel like Planet Hulk's kind of out now because of Ragnarok.
Yeah. Kid Collector, save your money, man. Save your money. Put it in Blockbuster stock options or something, brother. What is going on? Kid Collector. Kid Collector just moved downstairs in his home. He is creating a new setup for his comics. So in some of the new videos, he might have a new setup. So, you know, don't be scared when you watch his videos. Yeah, David, 95% hacked. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, if Blade is good, which I'm assuming it will be good, they could give him a bit more pull, right? That's just kind of the way it works. So we'll see. Interesting. Interesting. So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness may feature a Marvel What If hero. So, let the spec begin, man. I'm not sure which all the characters thus far. I mean, they could throw in, one here and there. I kind of have a pick who I think it is, and I don't want to talk about it just yet. I think it would be way too, again, premature, and some of these books are still in dollar bins. There's a book. It's a book that I've been laughed at, and I'll let you guys know down the road, and in a few weeks' time. But yeah, we'll see. But this is interesting. Any thoughts? Any guesses? Who you think it could be?
Man, I wouldn't mind. Fuck, I don't know, man. Because dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it's gonna end up being her, but
I don't think it's gonna be her.
No, but I don't know, Gamora, bro.
You think? Yeah. Look at what we've already seen in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be T'Challa.
Yeah.
Obviously. I don't think it's gonna be Peggy as Captain America, because why would they bring in that character when they're trying to build this whole thing with Sam? Right? Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Somebody, I think it was Chef, when we were talking, he had said something about zombie Tony Stark, and I said, I don't think that makes any sense, especially if they're trying to build the Riri Williams, if there's something going on with Harley. And I had said, I'm like, we've already kind of seen zombie Iron Man 2, right? We've seen him in Spider-Man. So,
yeah, that was awesome.
Period, but hey, we saw it already. So it just depends on what other characters. I think that this is going to be a character that A, was not shown in the trailer for this, and B, is going to be a character that obviously we kind of get to know throughout this. Like I said, I've got a pick. We'll see. Like, I'll let you know like after the show. Sure. That way, if it does happen, whatever. If it doesn't happen, I got no problem saying, hey, I was wrong. So I could care less. But
I seriously, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I want to see a what if character in the main MCU.
If it makes sense, I'm okay with it. If it makes no sense, what's the point? Yeah. Especially if it's going to be like animated, right? Like if they do one of those weird things where it's like, live action, and then all of a sudden like one of these characters comes like animated, like I think that's just dumb, right? Yeah. So
I don't know why. I know that within our group there was chat today about the what if Spider-Man was the Punisher book was up there in price. I don't know if that's new. I don't know what's going on with that, but
I've heard people talking about that. I just no. I think the only what if books that are like, first of all, like if this is true, right? Whoever this character is, that first appearance will probably be something for a little bit. But outside of issue 1 and issue 10, I don't think that there's big money in these what if books. I just don't. I think they're just one-offs, right? Yeah. Like the Peggy Carter being, Captain America one. Like I know people are going nuts about that. I think it's just a one-off. It's not like you're gonna see it, right?
I don't know.
Kid Collector, I'll message you. I can message you. You gave me a super chat. I can message you, man. I will message you, brother. So.
Kid Collector, make sure you print screen it and send it to me to see if he tells us the same thing, right?
Man, I don't lie. Straight up. I'm straight up. Yeah, Boss Logic threw up a pic he did on the character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yo, that was awesome too, man.
Yeah. So, but again, let the spec begin, right? That's just what's going to happen. Me personally, I just don't see these what if characters sticking around. Like if you're going heavy in this, or you're just coming into the community, or you're just trying to flip, just be forewarned, right? Like I don't think that this is the show or anything like that where you're going to make millions or thousands or anything like that. I think it's a little too late. So we'll see. Again, there was rumors a few weeks ago, though, if you remember when we did the news, that this kind of ties into, what's going to happen. So I don't know how they do that, but we'll find out. If anybody can tell me how many episodes it is, like if there's a confirmation on episodes, that'd be great, because I don't remember what the number is. So say it. Don't be scared. No. I have to wait, because like I'm still doing some research, but like, I always try to grab a copy or two before I tell everybody, because there are some people in my area who watch the show, and I gotta get some books before some people, right? So
he's cleaning out the shops, man.
What If has 2 seasons. Okay, how many episodes though? Do you know?
Well,
And remember, it's going to be on Wednesdays too. It's still going to be on Wednesdays. So I think Marvel wants to do that moving forward with all the shows. Somebody had told me. So we'll see. All right. Transformers producer says a G.I. Joe crossover is inevitable. Well, that's amazing, because did I not mention that book to you guys in spec? Did I not tell you when this book was like literally $5 to $10? Did I not tell you about this book twice? Did I not tell you about this book thrice? I only said it thrice. I did not go 4 times. This will be the 4th time, actually. So, contradicting. But this is a book that I warned you guys to get. I warned you guys to grab. This is going to happen. It was just a matter of time. You talk to all the older collectors, the nostalgia. What have they been picking up? Transformers, G.I. Joe. And then this one was quietly brought up. This was something I kept telling you guys, don't laugh. Why are you guys laughing? Just believe me. Just trust me. Guys, buy this. It's literally nothing. It might be a little too late. I don't know what the prices are. I've got 2 copies of this, and that's enough for me. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. I think this is going to be super cool if they can do it. I think obviously they're going to be building the G.I. Joe franchise up a little bit before we get this. So I do think that there is still time for this, but eventually this is going to get on something like an app, or someone's going to talk about it, and it's just going to explode. You might want to get this thing before it goes crazy, because it is nostalgia. You're talking about 2 of the most nostalgic things of the 90s, possibly mid to late 80s, right? So
yeah, man. I don't have this one, man, so I'm definitely going to be looking for it. But did Snake Eyes drop yet?
Well, AOA says Snake Eyes movie was a rough watch.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because it's risky, dude. Because Transformers, it's sincerely, I don't know. Everyone's got their own opinions for sure, but I enjoyed the movies we got. You know what I mean? Not every single one of them, but I feel like G.I. Joe stuff, it's been, you know what I mean? So if they're gonna do something on this scale, man, it's gotta be big.
A lot of people in the chat are saying it's bad. I was reading some people saying that they didn't agree with how the suit was or the helmet was for Snake Eyes, something like that,
or even his image as a whole, like the character.
Yeah. So there are things, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they have. I don't think they're investing this much money. I mean, if you guys remember me when I told you guys about this, when I first speculated on this book, I think it was last year. I told you guys, Hasbro put out that, there was that confirmation that they're spending $1 billion on billion with a B, not an M, billion. So you know that they're serious with G.I. Joes, with Transformers, all this stuff. So, it's going to happen. I haven't seen the movie yet, so we'll see. But yeah, I was just going to say, name me a G.I. Joe movie that's been a success. But what I'll counter with is name me a Fantastic Four movie that's been a success.
Oh, dude.
But what are we all doing now, right? Okay, Marvel's taking care of it. They're going to get it right. Boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of optimism with it. Okay, so why don't we have a little bit of optimism with this? Maybe Snake Eyes was garbage. Maybe it was bad. Okay, maybe. But let's not count out the rest of it, right? There could be things they fix and things like that. I think there's a reason why they kind of went the Snake Eyes route first, and then probably bringing out all the G.I. Joes and things like that. So we'll see.
I was positive that the Fantastic Four got big because of that Silver Surfer movie. You know what I'm saying? that was terrible. It was terrible.
Even Snake Eyes doesn't talk or show his face, and he ain't Asian. Yeah. Oh, Last Samurai. Wasn't that Tom Cruise or Matt Damon? Can't remember. The last Bumblebee movie was good. Yeah. Kate Bishop's in that, right? Future Kate Bishop. I thought that movie was pretty good. Again, I just have a hard time believing that Bumblebee took on like all of them by himself. You know what I mean? Like it was just, yeah, I don't know.
Bumblebee's the boss, man.
So we'll see. All right. Apparently, if you were paying attention, Black Widow almost. See, I got you. Black Widow almost included a Doctor Doom Easter egg pointing to the Fantastic Four, according to a screenwriter from Black Widow. However, it did not happen. They kind of eliminated and kind of took it away. Now, guys, this is kind of normal now in the sense that, you know, we look at WandaVision, right? You look at Winter Soldier. I know that they're shows, not compared to a movie, but they've had this movie on the shelf for almost 3 years, right? 2 years because of COVID. It was supposed to come out way before COVID. It didn't, you know. And I always tell people, I always try to remind people, like, what if it should have came out March? It was slated to come out in March before COVID. It didn't. You know, some of the shows were slated to come out. It didn't. The movie Black Widow was supposed to come out. It didn't. So there's a lot of things that they might have had to have stopped, kind of taken out. But the fact that a screenwriter for the movie is saying, hey, Black Widow almost had an Easter egg for it. Well, why are they making an Easter egg of it, right? So we're eventually going to get Doctor Doom. No one's stupid. We all know that this is going to happen.
Oh, yeah, man.
But what does this mean? Why is this important? Well, maybe you guys should all get off Kang and start looking at Doctor Doom stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we all missed the boat on Kang, even before MCU stuff. Like,
if you didn't, like, the thing is, Avengers 8 last summer, you could get that book very cheap. Like I'm talking like $400, right? If you didn't get it then, yeah, you missed out. So I'm not suggesting anybody go and pick up Fantastic Four #5, but there's a lot of other books that you can go get right now to be on, you know, ahead of the curve, right? Like you guys saw how I picked up those Avengers 2, ahead of the curve. You got to be ahead of the curve to get it. Everybody's talking about one character right now.
Yep. So, but for sure, anyone post Thanos, man, it's, you already know, put your money into Doom, put it into Kang, and put it into Galactus. Those are the three that I would put my money into.
Yeah. Yeah. I would too. Briss is saying, yeah, Doom is one of my favorite. Yeah. I think everybody loves Doom. I just think we need to get him done properly. I think that's the biggest thing. The whole Fantastic Four. We just need to get it done properly.
Yep.
Boom. So that is comic news. That's it. We don't have a movie to talk about. We don't have a show to talk about. There's no spec. I'm going to try to get out the video sometime later this week, but I do have a CGC submission video.
Nice.
Coming out this week too. So I don't know. I usually plan it if I don't have a video coming out. It's kind of how I've been doing spec, but because I've been so busy, I haven't been able to do the spec. You guys know when I do the spec, I try to give you as much information, proper information. And, you know, I don't want to half-ass it, right? So if I can't do it and I have time for it, then, you know, I have to put it on hold. But yeah, I do have like 3 or 4 spec videos coming out. So just hang in there. I know people have been asking me, so don't worry. You know, so I'm still doing that. But yeah, man. So anything to say before we head out? Anything you want to talk about before we kind of call it a night or what?
So just before we wrap up, some other new comic book day books just to keep an eye out for as well. Books that I'm currently reading, enjoying as well. Vinyl. So Vinyl 2 is out this week. If you guys read the first one, that was a fun read. Very good. Keep an eye out. Skybound 4. I don't know if you guys have been reading that as well. But on the cover, we got futuristic Rick Grimes battling what looks like a futuristic Negan. So if you're into that, definitely take a look at it. Avengers Mech Strike #5 is the final issue of that story. Something big happened in the last issue. Guys, please don't spec off of what happened in the last issue. It was awesome to just see that. Great read, but the story ends with number 5, and then we get Tech On. So if you see it, pick it up. What else was there? Oh, X Factor 10, dude. So that's the second print. This is where, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to spoil that now, but a certain someone dies. So
as long as it's not Iron Man, I'm okay with it.
No, it's not Iron Man. It ain't Iron Man.
I've already seen that. I can't see it twice. I can't handle it.
Yep. So those are some books. As for myself, tomorrow, I'm going to be on with Face and Keys at 7. We're going to actually have Bleeker on the show, who is here in the chat. It's going to be Bleeker's first show, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be a fun time. Guys, yep. We're just going to be 4 guys shooting the you-know-what. And it's going to be cool, especially with everything going on right now with, upselling at caches and this and that, eBay prices, markups from the bin to the cash. I think it would be cool to get a retailer's point of view. So definitely tune in, give Bleeker a follow on Instagram as well. He's always posting cool things. So
yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, that's on Face's channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, we've got a great show. Keys, I would still invest in. With our boy Ryan from Automatic Comics. So he's going to be on Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. I love having Ryan on. He is like me. He is a numbers nerd. We talk about numbers and this and that. If you've watched any of Automatic Comics videos, you know how he does that stuff. He's got percentages and numbers. He loves that stuff. Great guy, funny guy. So he'll be joining us once again on Tuesday for Keys to still invest in. Now, I will warn you, you're going to have your eBay open. These books might be a little pricey, but there's still books that we believe in that could double, triple, see a percent increase. So you're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to want to watch that. It was a fun show last time. So yeah, definitely make sure you guys, check out Ryan at Automatic Comics. Black Crown, obviously Mr. Key Issues, Hyper, Face, all the gang, the family. So yeah, we had us today, them tomorrow, and then us back on Tuesday. Guys, that's the show. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. And Kid Collector, I'll send you my pick. Black Crown, I'll send you my pick. So if you guys can kind of collaborate and see that it's the same pick. I do want to leave you guys with one thing because I know I'm a huge sports fan, huge basketball player. I played college ball, played university ball, and I'm only 5'9", 5'10". So, yeah, that's how good I am. I was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. What I mean by that is I rolled my ankle a few times. But did you guys realize that U.S. lost to France at the Olympics? First loss since 2004. That's huge, man. U.S. has actually lost 3 out of the last 4 basketball games. That's not good. That is not good. So, yeah. That's it, guys. As always, keep searching for those damn books because they're out there. Later.
Peace, guys.
Red Punch.